It's been a while, but here we are back in Dodge City, Kansas, United Wireless Arena. Champions indoor football, the Dodge City Law back home to take on the Duke City Gladiators from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hello, everybody. I'm Leon Liebel with you on the broadcast tonight. The Law playing their first game at home since April 15th. And home is a good place to be for the Dodge City Law. With a 7-2 overall record, they are a perfect 4-0 here at United Wireless Arena. They'll try to keep that streak alive tonight. It's the Law, the Gladiators. Opening kickoff and much more coming your way after this. And welcome back to United Wireless Arena, everybody. Leon Liebel again with you on the broadcast tonight. Again, the Dodge City Law back home for the first time in a month to take on the Duke City Gladiators. And again, the Dodge City Law at 7-2 after their loss last week in Wichita against the Force. So that means Dodge City now in second place in the Southern Division, a game behind Amarillo, and followed by Texas and Dallas. And you see Duke City down there in the 6th position in Southern Division. Duke City have a 500 record, 4-4. Now, this is the second time these two teams have played this season. We go all the way back to March 4th, the opening night here at United Wireless Arena, when Dodge City won a wild 59-52 game over the Gladiators, and that game ended when Dodge City literally stopped the Gladiators inches from the goal line to win the game. It was an exciting finish and kind of set the tone for the start for the Dodge City Laws. They're out to this, again, 7-2 record, trying to bounce back, though, from a really bad loss a week ago in Wichita against the Wichita Force. They lost that game 91-51. The Force scored 58 first-half points last week, and nothing going right for the Law, but and that was a rare occurrence. All their games have been their losses have been close games, but last week they were blown out by a team they'd already defeated twice this year. We're ready to go as the Dodge City Law kicking off a squib kick from Jared Wood, and that will be fielded by the Gladiators, and that ball taken across midfield, still on his feet across the way, across the 15, and a good run back for the Duke City Gladiators. Out to a nice start here, as that was Antonio Bray, the wide receiver from Sterling College, KCAC player. We saw a lot of him in game one back on early March, again March 4th, when these two teams played here at United Wireless Arena. As we look at Bray again, scooping up the squib kick and just doing a nice job of staying on his feet, breaking a tackle. And but both these teams got a similar colored uniforms tonight. Duke City in the white trimmed in gray, and Dodge City in their well, they're a little darker shade of gray uniforms with the bright yellow fluorescent helmets. There's the quarterback for Duke City, and that's Donovan Portery. He's a veteran in the indoor game, 6'4", 220-pounder from the University of New Mexico. In Duke City Gladiators out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. So they'll be starting on the Dodge City 14-yard line. In the field, 50 yards long, so midfield at 25. Receivers in motion, they can do that toward the line of scrimmage. And that ball is complete at the 10-yard line. Lucian Walker with the catch for Duke City, a 6', 230-pounder. Southern Illinois, Saluki. So we look at it again. Portery is dumping it over the middle. And the tackle there for Dodge City, that's Kavar Thurman. Thurman just joined the team about a month ago. In fact, his first game was the last Dodge City home game. That was against the Wichita Force, and they won that particular game, but again, losing last week. Also, they defeated Kansas City on the road since the last time we saw the Law here at United Wireless Arena. Out of the shotgun, 2nd down and 5, and a little pitch out to the running back, and that's going to be Bray. And Antonio Bray kind of runs into his own man on the right side there, and looks like no gain on the play. Again, 8-on-8, quarterback, running back, wide receivers, and then the 3 offensive linemen. And that was actually a pickup of a yard on the play, so 3rd down and 4. And remember, throughout this game, we'll be going down to the field, and we have head coach Sean Ponder of the Dodge City Law. We always have a mic on him. We'll be hearing some of his play calling and talk to him, of course, at halftime and after the game. It's been a fun season so far for the Law. 7-2, perfect at home, trying to stay that way. Bray in motion now. Portery is going to throw and throws it all the way out of bounds and right into the hands of a fan over there on the far side. And nice catch, and he gets to keep that football. Well, he's going to have to give it to, I think, somebody there. Maybe he's going to keep it as we check it out again. Donovan Portery, I think, just had nobody there and just decided to throw it away. So it's going to bring up 4th
down.
Down.
Ask him if you can decline it. Can you decline it?
Yeah, we got a penalty on the play. Check that. And that'll bring up another 3rd down. And with the clock running, we're at 13:01 here in the first quarter. But 3rd and 9 now is a false start. So 3rd down and 9 now for the Gladiators of Duke City, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Named after the Duke of Albuquerque in Spain. That's why they're called Duke City. Portery's going to dump it off to Bray. Bray, nice little move there. Gets into the end zone for the touchdown. And just like that, Duke City on the board, 6-0 with the touchdown. And they're going to take a little selfie with the football. Nice little dump off to Bray. Antonio Bray, the former Sterling College Warrior. Sterling College in Kansas. Broke a tackle and slips into the end zone for the touchdown on the 3rd down play. And Duke City now will try to kick the extra point here. And their kicker is Ryan Weems. Ryan Weems from University of Nevada, Las Vegas, UNLV. He's a left-footed kicker, as you see, and the extra point is good. So 12:41 to go in the first quarter, just underway. The Duke City Gladiators already with a 7-0 lead over the Dodge City Law. We're back with more after this. Leon Liebel back with you here at United Wireless Arena in Dodge City, where the Duke City Gladiators have taken an early 7-0 lead against Dodge City. Duke City scoring on its first possession. A little touchdown pass from Donovan Portery to Antonio Bray for the touchdown, and that was a 9-yard touchdown completion. And so again, 7-0 Duke City, and Brian Ream set to kick off. And again, you kick off from your own goal line here in the indoor game. 50 yards the field, 25-yard line. Of course, that makes it midfield, and if the ball goes completely out of the end zone, that's where the receiving team gets to take it. But instead, they're going to take it all the way back for the touchdown, because that ball nobody's going to touch. Hussein Scott, wow, how about that? Number 3 for the Dodge City Law, Hussein Scott, just like that, up the middle and gone for the touchdown, Dodge City. Check this one out again. Scott taking the ball just at his own goal line. A little patience shown there at midfield. Takes his time, looks for the block, and then takes off for the touchdown. How about that? And that means Mr. Automatic, hope I don't jinx him, but Jared Wood to kick the extra point. He's been terrific at extra points all year, and there's always been a lot to kick in the indoor game, and it's up and good. And wow, that didn't take long. We're tied up. 7-7 after the return from Hussein Scott. Dodge City and the Duke City Gladiators are all tied up at United Wireless Arena, and we are back with more after this. Well, we're back at United Wireless Arena already with another kickoff, as Dodge City will be kicking off this time. Jared Wood from his own goal line is quickly Dodge City tying the game up after Hussein Scott's 50-yard return for the touchdown. By the way, he goes by High C Scott, so we'll refer to him as High C Scott from now on. If he continues to return kicks like that, we'll call him anything he wants us to call him. And now Dodge City with some great coverage on this kickoff, as Antonio Bray had no place to go, and he is brought down at the 10-yard line, near the 10-yard line, as Dodge City with terrific coverage. That was Travis Taylor in on the tackle, and it's good to see Travis Taylor back in the Dodge City lineup. A week ago, he did not play against the Wichita Force in that blowout loss. He suffered a laceration to his forehead the week before in Kansas City. So Travis Taylor was not in the lineup. Also last week, offensive lineman, the big center, Kelvin McCoy, number 70 for Dodge City. He was back home graduating from college, so he had an excuse. And Dodge City was missing a few players, key players last week, but again, no excuse on that loss against the Wichita Force. As there's some good defense right there, is Demetrius Mason. Now, he's a newcomer defensive lineman, 6'3", 330 pounds. From Murray State, also had some experience with the Arizona Cardinals of the National Football League. Big man in the middle there, number 75. And Demetrius Mason on this team now, taking the place of Tank Tyler, who no longer is with the Dodge City Law. He went back home to take care of some things. So Demetrius Mason, a nice replacement, as that brings up 2nd down and 10 for Duke City. 7-7 here in the first quarter. And Duke City with the big quarterback, Donovan Porter-Reed's got plenty of time, and he's going to go deep all the way down to the other end zone. That ball is intercepted at the goal line, and Dodge City will take over possession as Kavar Thurman, again, another relative newcomer to this Dodge City Law roster. Porter-Reed just kind of threw that one up for grabs, and Thurman right there to grab it. Little pump fake from his own 5, going for it all. But look at that, Thurman in front of the intended receiver. And comes up with the interception, so it will be a 1st and 10 for Dodge City at their own 5-yard line. There's Sean Ponder. Let's see what he's got. Yeah, Sean Ponder, let's see. Yeah, he's going to discuss it.
Tell Kamali to stay on, okay? All right, let's go rip 1 X Rocket.
Heard a little bit of that. That was talking about Kamali Matthews, the big offensive lineman. They use him as a receiver and a running back. Let's see what they have lined up here. Again, the offense, one of the offensive linemen, if they let the official know, they can be eligible. Has 2 receivers in motion, and he's going to throw to the right side, and that is, I believe, Daniel McKinney. Check that out. That's Brandon Vincent, number 9, not number 8. Brandon Vincent, the veteran, trying to get a block over there from Daniel McKinney. Knocked against the wall. That'll bring up 2nd down. And again, Rudy Johnson, the quarterback. We need to talk a little more about him. He has been terrific this year. A rookie quarterback, 6'1", 195 pounds from Winston-Salem. Has really acclimated himself well to the indoor football game. And he has a man wide open, and that is Marquise Detweiler on the far side as he bounces against the wall. That's going to pick up a 1st down for Dodge City. Man, he was wide open there on the sideline for Rudy Johnson. But Rudy Johnson does a terrific job of throwing the football, running the offense, but he can really run when he has to. He's extremely fast, and some NFL teams have looked at him as an athlete, as a defensive back, and as a wide receiver. But here for the Dodge City Law, he is the quarterback. His team all tied up against Duke City, 7-7, under 10 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Out of the shotgun, little play action, dumping it over the middle, and he's got the big man. That's Kamali Matthews, and Kamali loses the football. Let's see who's got it as they were going to fight for it. We were just talking about Kamali Matthews. They use him as an offensive weapon, and that is going to be a turnover against Dodge City as they're pulling bodies off the pile there. But Duke City, well, let's see who's got the football. Duke City's got it. It is Duke City's football after the fumble. Let's check this one out again. Kamali Matthews out of the backfield or out off the offensive line. He's been a terrific offensive weapon, but if he has had one problem, and that is holding onto the ball at times. They used him a couple times on goal line running situations this season, and he's fumbled the ball, and there he did it again after the pass completion. So Duke City will have the ball on their own 17-yard line. That's a big turnover for Dodge City. Don't want to see that for the Law. Gladiators with the football. Donovan Porter-Reed, the quarterback. Porter-Reed looking, look out. Now he gets it away, and that ball is complete over the middle. That is Julian Walker, his wide receiver. Walker, a 5'10", 195-pounder from St. Joseph College. Is on the coverage for the Dodge City Law, Trey Dudley, number 21. So you look at it again. He had the man open over the middle. That's going to bring up 2nd down to 4, pick up a 6 on the play. Duke City out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Their head coach, Dominic Bramante. Their offensive coordinator, Meadow Lemon. And if that sounds familiar, Well, his father, the great Harlem Globetrotter, Meadowlark Lemon. Meadow Lemon, football, his game, and he's the offensive coordinator. Another pass complete to Julian Walker on the far sideline. And that's going to be a little bit short, I believe, of the first down. Let's check that one out. So we see it again. Portery out of that shotgun. Most teams do operate out of the shotgun, but we've seen, you'll see teams with quarterbacks over the center at times, but tonight, so far, shotgun exclusive for both football teams. 7-7 first quarter, 8:25 clock running. Receiver in motion. And here's the handoff to Antonio Bray. Bray playing the running back position tonight. By the way, the Gladiators have lost a couple of key players coming into this game. So we Antonio Bray just running into a wall right there, and tackle for Dodge City. That was Ricky Wyatt. By the way, Ricky Wyatt, we need to mention this, even though last week's loss at Wichita was a bad loss. Ricky Wyatt was the CIF Defensive Player of the Week at 13 tackles, 5 for losses, 2 sacks. He also had a blocked field goal in that game against Wichita. And another pass complete on the near sideline here. Cedric Johnson with the catch for Duke City. The Gladiators. And that's going to bring up third down and 6 yards to go. Man, Johnson was really smashed from behind. They're getting wrapped up there. And third down for the Gladiators. Portery looking over. It's 2 receivers in motion. Throws to the far sideline. He's got his man complete, but that's going to be short of the first down. Trey Dudley over there on the coverage and the tackle. Good coverage by Dodge City. Again, this Dodge City Law defense has been terrific most of the season. Last week in Wichita, certainly an exception. Ricky Wyatt putting some pretty good pressure on the quarterback. And there's Trey Dudley with that tackle right there in front of the fans as they are in the action. So it's going to bring up 4th and 5. Is Duke City going to go or try for the field goal? No, they're going for it. Portery is in the huddle, calling the play. Again, 8-on-8, quarterback, running back, 3 offensive linemen, and then your wide receivers. And one of the offensive linemen can be eligible if you choose to do it. And oh man, Broy makes the catch, but he falls down and he's tackled. And Dodge City will stop Duke City on downs. And quite frankly, we don't see that often in the indoor game. But they go out on 4th and short. And with that, Dodge City will take over possession. Sean Ponder, as he, there's a timeout on the field here. 6:09 left to go in the first quarter. With the score 7-7 here in the first quarter, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with more from United Wireless Arena right after this. Back at United Wireless Arena in Dodge City. Leon Liebel with you on the broadcast. The Dodge City Law, the Duke City Gladiators all tied up 7-7 here in the first quarter. And Dodge City taking over on downs with a great defensive stop. There's Sean Ponder, the head coach of the Dodge City Law, also the owner and general manager of this team. Former All-American quarterback at Emporia State, native of Southern California from Huntington Beach, Edison High School. Great multi-star athlete back there in Southern Cal in his day. A good baseball player, too. They're going deep. Rudy Johnson. Oh, that ball is picked up in the end zone. Going for Daniel McKinney, his favorite receiver. Great defensive play from Duke City in the defensive backfield. And let's check that one out again, as that is Ray Little coming up big. As Rudy going for it all, and Ray Little just cut in front and made the interception. And then Ray Little is called for unsportsmanlike conduct after the play. Not sure what he did, but it will be Duke City football. They're just going to move it back now. Gladiators coming up with a big turnover. That's 2 turnovers now for Dodge City. They've had a fumble and an interception as the Gladiators quickly get the ball back after giving it up on downs. So Dodge City's nice defensive effort kind of goes to waste as they got the ball, stop Duke City, but then turn it right back over on the interception. So 5:55 left to go in the first quarter. We know we started to mention Duke City is missing some key players coming into this game. That includes defensive lineman Eric Banford, Kyle Patterson. But they also lost wide receiver Larry Cobb, and that's for a good reason, though. Larry Cobb is getting a look in the Canadian Football League, so a chance for him to move up in the professional ranks, Larry Cobb. So Duke City trying to play without him, and their head coach Dominic Bramante said, you know, no excuses. We're moving on to Dodge City. They lost a tough one, by the way, last week against first place Amarillo. Lost 30-28. It was a heartbreaker. So Gladiators have had a kind of a tough season as far as heartbreaking losses. And again, that includes right here at United Wireless Arena in the first game of the year when they just fell inches short of the goal line with time running out and lost that game to Dodge City 59-52. These two teams, by the way, will play again this season. They'll play next week in Albuquerque. But here we go. Gladiators, after the interception and the penalty, on their own 2-yard line. Portery out of his own end zone, fires over the middle, and he's got his man Julian Walker. Walker brought down across the 15-yard line, brought down by Tough Johnson for Dodge City. That's Travante Tough Johnson, 6'3", 205 pounds from Central Florida, number 7, the Dodge City Law. So it's first down and 10 for the Gladiators of Duke City. And now we've got a little bit of delay on the field here. It's like, we're all set to go. Okay. Portery get out of the shotgun, and he can see the field. He's 6'4". Big man, 220 pounds. He's got a good arm. Fires it over the middle. He's got a man wide open, and that is a touchdown for the Gladiators. That looked pretty easy for Duke City, as that was Dexter Manley. Wow. Dexter Manley, 6'3", 220-pounder, and wide open, as you see right there. His hands out, Tyrell Green, like, what's happened? Who was supposed to be covering him? Manley. The touchdown, and just back on top are the Gladiators as Brian Weems in to try for the extra point. The left-footed kicker. Snap a little high, and the kick, no good. Off the upright. Missed extra point. Looked like the snap was a little high and wide, and the kick no good. So Duke City on top 13-7 over Dodge City here in the first quarter. We're back with more right after this. And back at United Wireless Arena, the Duke City Gladiators have now taken a 13-7 lead after a touchdown pass from Donovan Portery to Dexter Manley. Extra point, though, by that man right there, the attempt, Brian Weems. It was missed off the goalpost. And so here's the kickoff. And for Dodge City, Trey Dudley will take it up across the 20-yard line. And that's where Rudy Johnson, the quarterback for Dodge City, and his offensive unit will start this possession. Now, the last time they had the football, they turned it over. And that ended up leading to that Duke City interception, or Duke City touchdown, I should say. As we watch the replay on the kickoff, and there's Sean Ponder.
All right, let's go even right. Red, knockout. Hey, you're at Z, you got a 9. Hey, we're running knockout. You two have switch.
There you go. We'll see what that's all about, that terminology, how it translates into what the play is. And knockout, that's kind of interesting. We'll see. Last time they tried to go right away for the end zone on first down, but this time Rudy Johnson, oh man, he is in trouble, and he goes down. He is sacked. That's a rare occurrence for Rudy Johnson. We have not seen him sacked very many times this season, but boy, the Gladiators bring it in quickly. And down goes Rudy. And so that was a nice play there by Jason Serta. Serta out of eastern New Mexico. Coming in there quickly, and that's a loss of 4 yards on the play. So 2nd down and 14. Handoff to Willie Jackson. Willie Jackson playing running back tonight. Forgot to mention that Willie is playing for Noel Phillips, who's not activated tonight. Noel Phillips, the rookie out of Washburn, played his first game for Dodge City a month ago here at United Wireless Arena. But tonight, Willie Jackson in the backfield. 5'8", 190-pounder from Baldwin Wallace University. Number 2 for Dodge City. 3rd running back we've seen for the Dodge City Law this season. Rudy Johnson taking the snap from his big center. There's Willie Jackson. No place to run on that far sideline as he goes down, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for Dodge City. And boy, good defense from the Gladiators. And there's the handoff to Willie Jackson, trying to get around the corner and then runs out of room and runs out of everything as the Gladiators all over that play. 4th down, I should say. 4th down and 5, a loss of yard on the play. So what Dodge City can do here is this offensive possession has gone nowhere. And the last time they had the ball, they threw an interception, and whistles are blowing. And let's see what's going on here. Crowd booing. There's head coach Dominic Bramante. One of the first Native Americans coach professional football of any level in the United States. And again, so what they're discussing here. No flags are down. Just a timeout on the field right now, as it will be 4th down and 5 for Dodge City. And Sean Ponder actually out there wiping something off the field. It was just an official timeout. There's Sean Ponder. Again, he's the coach, he's the general manager, he owns the team, and he's also doing some maintenance work out there. He does it all. Good look at some of the fans here in Dodge City. And you drive up to United Wireless Arena. It's a sunny, warm day, and people are tailgating outside. It's amazing. They love the law in Dodge. They love their football in Dodge City. And Sean Ponder in the huddle, trying to get a play in. Again, this is a big 4th down and 5, and going for it. Certainly Jared Wood, the kicker, well in his range, but going for it on 4th down. Here we go. Rudy Johnson's got some time. Throws to his right side. He's got a man incomplete, and that is a 1st down for Dodge City. Marquise Deadweiler with the catch over there by the wall. So after all that, Dodge City picks up the 1st down. Rudy Johnson, a little happy feet there, but he got rid of it, as the Gladiators have been putting some pretty good pressure on Rudy tonight. So here we go, 13-7. Gladiators on top here in the first quarter. Less than 2 minutes to go. That clock running. Dodge City at the 1st down at the 17-yard line of the Gladiators, and Willie Jackson fighting his way up across the 10-yard line. Little guy bouncing off big men, fighting his way up for a 9-yard gain on the play. Look at Willie Jackson. Nice cutback, and boom. Stays on his feet somehow and then crosses the 10-yard line. And again, that's going to bring up 2nd down and 1. That's ball at the 8-yard line of Duke City. Dodge City trying to get in the end zone here and then perhaps take the lead of an extra point. Let's get a look at Willie Jackson. Only 5'8", 190 pounds. in there for Noel Phillips, who's not active tonight. And now we have a whistle and a false start against Dodge City. Penalty before the ball.
Number 3, 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Now bring up second down and 6 now. And Dodge City now will move back a little, 5 yards. Sean Ponder, man, he's been a terrific season so far for his Dodge City. Lost 7-2 in second place in the Southern Division of the Champions Indoor Football League, a game behind Amarillo. Dodge City falling to second place after that tough loss at Wichita last week. They were never in the game. Over the middle to the big man, Matthews. Kamali Matthews, the 300-pounder, fighting his way, but no, they mark him down just short of the goal line. 300-pounder, the offensive lineman, and he is an offensive weapon for the Dodge City Law. We see him catch, we see him run it. Saw him fumble earlier in this game, but this time he holds on, finding the big man, Rudy Johnson, and then Kamali trying to get in the end zone, but they mark him just short. As that ball at the 2-yard line. They said he touched the wall. Molly Matthews, number 53, again 6'3", 300 pounds, from Murray State. By the way, he had to play center last week. Kelvin McCoy off, graduating, and how about that? There's a touchdown for Dodge City. Willie Jackson into the end zone. Willie picked up by Kelvin McCoy. And Willie tosses that ball to the end zone as he gets his first touchdown for Dodge City. And that looked kind of easy as Willie just cuts back and walks into the end zone. Willie Jackson has this game tied 13-all, and Jared Wood in to try to put Dodge City up by a point with the extra point. Jared Wood, the Wyoming Cowboy, fan favorite here in Dodge City as well. Snap a little high, but the kick is perfect, and we are on the board now with Dodge City. Dodge City on top by 1, 14-13 with just 7 seconds left to go in the first quarter. We're back with more after this. Back at United Wireless Arena here in Dodge City. Just 7 seconds left to go in the first quarter, but the Dodge City Law on top 14-13. Difference in this game, a missed extra point by Duke City. Dodge City, though, getting on the board with Willie Jackson's 2-yard run. Willie Jackson playing running back tonight, 5'8", 190-pounder. And Willie, by the way, is not only a member of the Dodge City Law, but now a resident of Dodge City. Works here and lives here in Dodge, and now makes it his home. As we take a good look at the Duke City Gladiators, that's Antonio Bray, and a little squib kick, and Bray will field it at the 9-yard line and crosses the 15, and that's where Duke City will have the football with just 1 second left to go here in the first quarter. So they'll have time to get one play off here in the first, as Dodge City leading by 1, 14-13. And here's Antonio Bray, and again, Antonio Bray, a Kansas college football player out of Sterling College, the KCAC, and a valuable weapon for this Gladiator team. He can play wide receiver tonight. He's playing running back, but he's also the return man for the Gladiators. He's getting instructions from his quarterback there, number 15, Donovan Portery.
That's the end of the first quarter.
And the clock starts, and that's going to be it, as we just heard. End of the first quarter. Dodge City on top, 14-13 over Duke City. We're back with more from United Wireless Arena after this. And back at United Wireless Arena in Dodge City, Leon Liebel with you on the broadcast tonight. The Dodge City Law leading 14-13 as we start the second quarter of action. And Duke City, the Gladiators, with the football, 1st and 10. Donovan Portery, the quarterback, hands off to his running back, Antonio Bray, with some daylight up the middle, brought down near midfield, just short of the 25-yard line. Just talking about Antonio Bray, what a valuable asset, weapon he is on this Gladiator team. Big hole in that right side as he cuts back. and brought down from behind by Trey Dudley. And it's 2nd down and 2, a pickup of 8 on the play for the Gladiators of Duke City. Again, Duke City Gladiators make their home in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The nickname of the city is Duke City because Albuquerque was named after the Duke of Albuquerque in Spain a long time ago. Pass complete on the far sideline. That's going to pick up the 1st down for the Gladiators as Portery finds his receiver. As we check it out again, nothing too complicated there. Man open, enough to get the 1st down, and they do. So the ball at the Dodge City 19-yard line, and here's Antonio Bray trying to get something going. He fumbles the football, and it is recovered by, it looks like Dodge City has the football. And no official signal. Was he down? They may have called him down. They're discussing it here. Again, Antonio Bray taking the ball on that far sideline, and then
the ball hit the wall before anybody recovered. 2nd down.
So the ball went out of bounds, ruled out of bounds before anybody recovered. Here it is again. Antonio Bray cutting to the outside, loses it right there, and there you see it hit the wall, and so the ball is out of bounds. It was dead, and so the Gladiators retain possession. 2nd down and 11 for Duke City. Portery firing over the middle. That ball looked like it was knocked away, and I believe Gary Henderson may have got a hand on it for Dodge City as the intended receiver there, as Andre London was the intended receiver, and I think Henderson did get a fingertip on that ball. And that'll bring up 3rd and 11, 3rd and long, if there is such a thing in indoor football. Check that out. That was Travis Taylor that got the hand on the ball for Dodge City. Nice defensive play from Travis Taylor. Again, he did not play last week in Wichita, and Law really missed his defensive ability, the linebacker defensive end for Dodge City. And Portery, he's gone down. He is sacked. That ball is picked up and it is taken into the end zone by Gary Henderson. Gary Henderson picks it up and takes it in for the Dodge City touchdown. Great defensive effort from the Law as they celebrate the defensive touchdown. Boy, they're bringing the heat that time on Portery. It's Gary Henderson right there to scoop it up and take it in for 6 points as Dodge City up 20-13 after that touchdown, as Jared Wood, there he is, comes in to kick the extra point. As let's check this one out again. Portery out of that shotgun. Boy, yeah, that's the play before, actually, the incomplete play. As here it is again, Ricky Wyatt getting in there and caused the fumble and loses his helmet. Then Gary Henderson picks it up, number 94, takes it in for the touchdown. But how about Ricky Wyatt, the defensive player of the week last week in the league? As we mentioned, he had 13 tackles, 5 of those were losses, 2 sacks, and a blocked field goal. And that was in a really bad loss against Wichita, but he played great last week. You would normally not give the defensive player of the week award to a team that lost 91-51, but that's what happened last week. Jared Wood to kick the extra point. It's good, and Dodge City has a 21-13 lead. The Law leading the Duke City Gladiators here in the second quarter. Back with more after this. And back at Dodge City's United Wireless Arena, the Dodge City Law on top 21-13, kicking off after the touchdown. And short kick, short squib kick, and now the Duke City Gladiators have the ball right at midfield as Lucian Walker with the return for Duke City. But again, if you just joined us, Dodge City taking a 21-13 lead after a sack of the quarterback and fumble caused by Ricky Wyatt, picked up by Gary Henderson. And then Henderson takes it in for the touchdown. And Dodge City up 21-13. As Donovan Portery back in, the quarterback for Duke City. University of New Mexico, a former Lobo, right in Albuquerque. Staying in town to play professional football for the Gladiators. Got a receiver in motion at far side, and that ball tipped right at the line of scrimmage and incomplete. And who else? Ricky Wyatt. Ricky Wyatt, the linebacker for Dodge City, number 44. Coming in, puts that right hand up and just swats it down. And Ricky Wyatt, the player that caused the fumble that led to a touchdown for Dodge City moments ago. Ricky Wyatt all over the field. 2nd down and 10 now for the Gladiators. Portery. Again, those receivers can go in motion. They usually line up behind the quarterback and in motion toward the line of scrimmage. Something different in the indoor game. That pass incomplete. So brings up 2nd down and 10. Antonio Bray, the intended receiver. Portery's pass just a little too high. And out of the reach of his intended receiver, Antonio Bray. So 3rd down and 10. Fans on their feet trying to get the defense going here on the 3rd down play. Defense has played well again tonight. Coming up with a touchdown just moments ago. Gary Henderson taking the fumble and receivers in motion far side. Portery now in trouble. Dumps it off to Antonio Bray. Bray crosses to 25. He is caught from behind by Trey Dudley, who slowed him up and then brought down by Tyrell Green. And that will bring up 4th down for the Gladiators. Good defense from Dodge City. Again, Portery in trouble. Mason, the big man, big defensive lineman, got it on him, but he was able to dump the ball off to Antonio Bray. And then Bray, again, slowed up from behind by Trey Dudley, brought down by Tyrell Green, and that is 4th down and 4 to go. See if Dodge City can stop him here and get the ball back on downs. Portery sends his men in motion over the middle, and that's Antonio Bray. Now check that. That is Julian Walker, makes the catch, number 5. And that will be good enough for a Gladiator 1st down. And Portery on that pass looked like he kind of slipped a little bit when he let go of it, but he did complete it. As he was standing on one of the decals here on the field. I don't know if that's what he slipped on or not, but lost his footing, but still completed it. And it's a 1st down and 10 from the 11-yard line of Dodge City. And they're going to pitch it out to the near sideline. And here's Antonio Bray. Cuts back, takes it down to the 2-yard line. Nice run that time by Antonio Bray as the Gladiators are knocking on the door here at the Dodge City 2-yard line. Just a little simple pitch out. Antonio Bray doing the rest of the work. Nice cutback. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 2. From just beyond the 2-yard line, I think they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down here because that ball was originally marked at the 11. And now we're going to have a timeout on the field. Duke City calls their 1st timeout of the game. So Duke City trying to score here with Dodge City on top 21-13. 9 minutes left to go in the 2nd quarter. We're back with more after this. And Leon Liebel with you on the broadcast back here at United Wireless Arena. The Dodge City Law on top. The Duke City Gladiators 21-13, but Duke City knocking on the door here. 2nd down and about 2 yards to go for still a 1st down. They still could get a 1st down, believe it or not, as they are just outside the 2-yard line, but they're going to try to score here as Donovan Portery looks like he's going to take the snap directly from the center this time. And he's got the big man in the backfield with him. And they're going to hand off, though, to the little guy. That's Antonio Bray. As Bray goes nowhere. Might have lost a yard on the play. Let's check that again. Again, they had Chuck Stevens, 6'5", 300-pounder in there, kind of as a fullback position, leading the way. But Nothing there, and then Ricky Wyatt fighting off all those tackles makes the stop. So that brings up 3rd down and 2. Again, right at the 3-yard line, a little inside the 3. See if Dad City can come up a goal line stand here. And there's Donovan Porterig again, going to take the snap directly from his center. And he's got Stevens in the backfield leading the way, and then Antonio Bray gets in this time to the end zone for the touchdown, following Chuck Stevens around that left side. Touchdown, Gladiators. As Antonio Bray accepting congratulations down there from his teammates and coaching staff. Bray just fighting his way into the end zone at the end there. Number 3, his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that makes it a 21-19 game. Now, again, earlier the Gladiators missed an extra point. That's why they're down by 2, and they're going to go for the 2-point conversion here and try to tie this game. See what they do right here is Portery this time will be out of the shotgun. He's got Lucian Walker back there with him. Sends his man in motion, and now we're going to have, I believe, a false start.
False start. Duke City, 65. 5-yard penalty. Retry.
Well, there you go. It's false start, so they're going to move that ball back to the 7-yard line. So makes his 2-point conversion attempt a little more difficult for the Gladiators, obviously. And they're going to try to kick it now. I was wondering about that. Brian Weems back into the game to try for the extra point. There he is. Out of UNLV. A running rebel. Left-footed kicker. And again, has missed an extra point in this game. Another bad snap. And the kick, though, is good. So Dodge City still on top, 21-20 after that touchdown and extra point from Duke City. 21-20, Dodge City on top here in the 2nd quarter from United Wireless Arena. More football coming your way after this. 2nd quarter action, 8:09 left to go here at United Wireless Arena. The Dodge City Law leading Duke City 21-20. You're watching Champions Indoor Football. Leon Lebo with you on the broadcast. And after Duke City scored and got the extra point again, they cut the lead to 21-20. They will be kicking off. Brian Weems, as usual, kicking off from his own goal line. There's High C. Scott, and he has returned to kick off back for a touchdown in this game for Dodge City. It was in the 1st quarter. See what happens here as Weems will be kicking off. Again from his own goal line, a little squib kick, and that ball is recovered off the hands of Gary Henderson, and the Gladiators come up with it. Wow. That was Ray Little coming up with the football. For Duke City, is high fives all around. They're a corner of the arena here. And right at Gary Henderson, could not handle it. And then Ray Little comes in and recovers the fumble for Duke City. So the Gladiators, after scoring, get the ball right back after what really amounts to a onside kick. So 8:05 left to go here in the 2nd quarter, and Duke City now with some momentum. Touchdown, and now the football right back. Donovan Portery right back in the huddle. He's running back there, number 3, Antonio Bray. Bray scored the touchdown. And the difference in this game, a missed extra point. Gladiators out of the shotgun. Portery sends his man in motion near side. Play action. Fires over the right side. Man wide open. Across the 20-yard line. And that is Julian Walker. Andre London. Check that. Andre London with the catch. 6'3", 215 pounds from St. Joseph's College. He's an indoor veteran. Played in the IFL and here in the CIF a couple years. So Andre London picks up the first down as that ball knocked or taken down to the 15-yard line of Dodge City. Boy, all of a sudden the Gladiators, little momentum here, trying to capitalize, trying to take the lead. 2-minute motion. Now handoff to Antonio Bray. Bray crosses the 15, a pick of a maybe 2 on the play. So he takes it around that near side. So we check it out again. Simple handoff. There's Antonio Bray moving to his left. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 8, a pick up a 2 on the play. Clock running. Nearing the 6.5-minute mark here in the second quarter. Dodge City on top, 21-20, but the Gladiators of Duke City threatening. Portery taking a look at the clock. Play clock inside 10. Sends a man in motion. Fakes the pitch, fires over the middle. He's got a man wide open, touchdown Duke City. Wait a second, did that ball hit the ground? Julian Walker, no, they said he caught it. Touchdown Duke City as the officials discuss whether or not he trapped that football, but Julian Walker catches it. That's the official call. Let's see here. Again, there's no video review in this league, but we can review it. And I think he caught it. He juggled a bit, but the ball never touched the turf. Julian Walker makes the terrific catch, and Duke City has taken the lead. With that touchdown, it is 26-21, kicking the extra point again. Weems, it's up, it's good. And so the Gladiators of Duke City now lead Dodge City 27-21 here in the second quarter. And we have a timeout on the field. We're going to be back with more right after this. Back at United Wireless Arena, where the Duke City Gladiators have all of a sudden taken a 27-21 lead of the Dodge City Law. As Donovan Portery completes the pass to Julian Walker, who was wide open. Made a terrific catch, though, in the end zone. He had to come up and go low to catch it, but he did catch it, as our terrific replay demonstrated. And Julian Walker's touchdown puts his team up 27-21. And oh my, on the kickoff return, Daniel McKinney is smothered at the 2-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what the call will be here. But boy, great coverage that time by Duke City. Ball hit the back of the end zone, the wall, and then Daniel McKinney trying to bring it out of there, and really had no chance, and is brought down.
Offsides, 7. Penalty will be enforced. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Well, there you heard it. It was offsides. Sean Ponder. So trying to find some little spark here.
And we'll stay there at the 5.
All right, so the ball's at the 5, right?
Well, we got to go half the distance.
Okay.
Ball would originally have been marked at the 5-yard line. Let's see what Sean Ponder has to say.
All right, let's go. Let's go Razor Red Reed.
Razor Red Reed. That's going to be, I believe, a pass play on the up against the wall on the far side. I'm just guessing, folks. No, but again, the offsides was against Dodge City. They would have had the ball at the 5, so half the distance to the goal line. And here we go as Rudy finds his man wide open near the wall on the far side. That's Marquise Deadweiler. That's a big play for Dodge City. 1st and 10, and not only that, gets him out of a deep hole. There's your Razor Red Reed as Rudy Johnson finds his man wide open, as Detweiler, I think his foot might have hit the wall right if he caught that, but they're going to mark that ball at the Duke City 18-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Dodge City, trying to regain the advantage as they now trail 27-21. So we're nearing the 5-minute mark here in the first half of play. United Wireless Arena in Dodge City. And off to Willie Jackson. running back, and he takes it up near the 14-yard line. A pick of a yard or two on the play, 2 yards, 2nd down and 8 coming up. We see it again. Willie Jackson playing running back tonight for Dodge City, number 2 for the Law. Again, both these teams wearing similar colored uniforms tonight. Dodge City a little darker shade of gray with the bright yellow numbers and helmet, and the Duke City Gladiators in a little lighter shade of gray. Good thing it's not a basketball game. We'd have to go searching skins. Here's the pass play over the middle. That's to Willie Jackson, and he's pounded up against the wall on the near side. And Willie down at the 10-yard line. They're going to mark that. So we check it out again. Rudy Johnson. Originally looked like he was looking toward his left side. Nobody opened, and then dumped it off to Willie Jackson. Willie Jackson playing in place of Noel Phillips, who just joined the team about a month ago, a rookie out of Washburn. Well, these two are really similar in size, as Willie Jackson 5'8", 190, Noel Phillips 5'7", 188. As that brings up 3rd and 2 for Dodge City at the Duke City 10-yard line. And here's Willie Jackson again looking for a hole. Finds a crease, gets it down to the 5-yard line, and that will be a 1st down for Dodge City. 1st down and goal to go for the Dodge City Law at the 4-yard line. Nice patience here demonstrated by Willie Jackson. Boy, it's hard to find him and fall amongst those big defensive and offensive linemen, but he was in there somewhere as Rudy Johnson gets the call from his coach, Sean Ponder. Dodge City 1st and goal to go from the 4-yard line, trying to retake the lead against Duke City. Johnson handing off to the big man is, again, Kamali Matthews, and they like to use him down here, the big 6'3", 300-pound offensive lineman. They will hand him the ball, much like the old Chicago Bears did with William the Refrigerator Perry. As we see Rudy Johnson taking the snap directly from his center, Kelvin McCoy. No shotgun here down near the goal line. 2nd down and 2, goal to go. And Rudy's going to hand off to Willie Jackson. Nowhere to go, but fights his way maybe a yard as he slips down and through and underneath, but not enough. It's going to bring up 3rd down and goal to go. So we check it out again. Willie Jackson got a knee down about at the 2-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 3, I guess, as it will be 3rd and 3, goal to go. Dodge City trailing 27-21, led most of this game, but Duke City coming back with a touchdown, and really what was amounted to an onside kick, got the ball right back and scored another touchdown to take the lead. There's Rudy Johnson over center, and we get a flag on the play, and that most likely will be a false start against Dodge City. Let's see.
City. That's the first charge.
My mistake, my correction, as it is a timeout, Dodge City. So Duke City leading 27-21. When we come back, more action from the 2nd quarter after this. Back here at United Wireless Arena in Dodge City, Leon Liebel with you on the broadcast as the Duke City Gladiators leading the Dodge City Law 27-21, champions indoor football. And Dodge City trying, though, to retake the lead here as they have it. 3rd down and goal to go at the 3-yard line as we take a good look at Marquise Deadweiler there. Number 10 is this time Rudy Johnson out of the shotgun. And Rudy's going to keep it himself. Quarterback keeper up the middle, across the goal line. Touchdown, Dodge City. Rudy Johnson. Haven't seen him run the football that much in the last couple games here at home, but that time it was straight quarterback keeper up the middle. Bit of a draw play maybe, but check it out again as Rudy. Now he just took the snap and took it up the middle. And Willie Jackson leading the way, and Rudy gets hit at the goal line, but able to have enough momentum to cross that goal line for the touchdown. This game is tied up now, 27-27, but Jared Wood in with the extra point attempt to try to put Dodge City back up by 1. Minute 31 left to go in the first half. And Wood's kick is up, and it is good. So Dodge City back on top, 28-27. The Dodge City Law, and a little extracurricular activity going on here. And not only between the players, but also Sean Ponder, the head coach for Dodge City, and Dominic Bramante are kind of yelling at each other across the field. Not sure what was going on there. As there's Sean Ponder. But anyway, Dodge City has the lead, 28-27 with 1:31 left to go in the first half. We're back with more in the second quarter after this. Back at United Wireless Arena in Dodge City, the Dodge City Law have just retaken the lead, 28-27 after the touchdown run from Rudy Johnson, the quarterback. But then there was a penalty, an unsportsmanlike penalty against Dodge City. It went against Kamali Matthews after the extra point. Tempers kind of flaring between both teams after that, but Dodge City will kick off again from their own goal line. It's Jared Wood, as usual. Have a different formation here as they all bunched up in the back, and a short line drive kick, and that is going to be taken by Antonio Bray. Bray crosses the 10, the 20, midfield 25. He's knocked out of bounds here on the near sideline, but not before crossing the 15-yard line deep into Dodge City territory. Antonio Bray, even getting congratulated by Jared Wood, the kicker for Dodge City, has caught the ball, looked over the field, and found a seam and took it. And Jared Wood was the guy that pushed him out of bounds, the kicker. Bit of a touchdown saving push. So the Gladiators in good position here. The clock down to 1:21 left to go in the first half. So they'll try to take the lead before halftime. Dodge City up 28-27. And discussing something again here on the field. Let's see what's going on. I think we got a little equipment. No. We'll tell you this. Dodge City, or Gladiators, will have the ball at the Dodge City 7-yard line. And here we go. We're set to play. As Donovan Portier, the quarterback for the Duke City Gladiators, his team trailing 28-27, but boy, threatening the score right here. 2-minute motion near side, going to hand off to Antonio Bray. Bray upended as he crosses the 5-yard line as Tyrell Green and Ricky Wyatt down there to make the tackle. Good defense by Dodge City on that left side. As here we go again, Antonio Bray. Tyrell Green, good wrap up, grabbing the legs and bringing him down. And that brings up second down.
This is the 1-minute warning.
4, as that is the 1-minute warning here in the first half of play from United Wireless Arena in Dodge City. The Law leading 28-27. We're back with more after this. 1 minute left to go in the first half of play from United Wireless Arena. The Dodge City Law hanging on to a 28-27 advantage. However, Duke City, the Gladiators, second down and goal to go here at the 4-yard line. Portier, the quarterback, little fake pitch, looking in the end zone. Now he's going to have to dump it off to Antonio Bray, and Bray breaks a tackle. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. Antonio Bray. He was a last resort for his quarterback as Portier did not have anybody open. Dumps it off to Antonio Bray, and he breaks the tackle over there on the far sideline. As again, we watch it. Portier just said, well, I got to throw it to him. And Ricky Wyatt, who usually is so terrific on defense for Dodge City, was unable to wrap up Antonio Bray. And Bray takes it in for the touchdown. And the Gladiators take a 33-28 lead. The chance would make that 34 here with the extra point. Brian Weems, the left-footed kicker, is good. And the Gladiators are up 34-28, 53 seconds left to go in the first half of play from United Wireless Arena. Again, you're watching Champions Indoor Football. We are back with more after this. Well, after a Donovan Portier touchdown pass, Antonio Bray The Duke City Gladiators have taken a 34-28 lead over the Dodge City Law, and they'll be kicking off to the Law. Brian Weems to kick off. And again, Portery to Antonio Bray. It was just a 4-yard touchdown completion, but Bray doing a nice job of breaking a tackle. Ricky Wyatt had a shot at him. Bray, though, got into the end zone. And again, it is 34-28 as under a minute to play here in the first half. The ball bouncing on the kickoff on the far sideline as it is High C Scott, who has returned to kickoff for a touchdown in this game, was able to field the ball. And he is knocked up against the wall on the far sideline, out of bounds. So Dodge City with one last opportunity here, maybe retake the possession. As see with Sean Ponder, the head coach.
Willie's up. Willie, you're up. Hey, High C, you go to T. Let's go even. He's hurt.
Kind of injury on the field here, as you just heard Coach Sean Ponder allude to. So a little break in the action as he and Rudy Johnson will discuss what they're going to do here. As for the Duke City Gladiators, that is Ray Little, who's been outstanding in this game. He's got an interception. And let's go back to Coach Ponder and see if he's got planned.
Linebacker blitzes, you're hot.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go even. Okay. You're at T over here. You got a 9.
Okay.
You got an 8. But stay skinny between the two and make sure you take the safety on this side. If he starts to creep it all this way, stay right down the line. All right. You've got a 6 route. We're going to try to clear it out for McKinney to come underneath it, or take High C on the wall. Okay. Hey, on yours, you run a drag or a hold out there depending on coverage. Hey, if you get heat at all, either go to McKinney or go to your backside hold. All right. Red.
There you go, Sean Ponder giving instructions to his wide receivers there, telling them which way to go. And look for Daniel McKinney underneath. Marquise Deadweiler, he may be going deep. And then also, as there goes Ray Little. Looks like Ray Little took a shot in the lower back, as he's been holding on to his lower back there since he got hurt. And Ray Little's been outstanding, though, again, for the Gladiators. Intercepted a pass in this game. Also recovered it. Basically what was an onside kick that led to a Gladiator touchdown. As here we go, as all these receivers going all different directions for Dodge City. Over the middle, Daniel McKinney makes the catch, and he is knocked out of bounds on the far sideline and trying to reach for the first down. Again, if you're sitting over there in the first 2 rows, you are right in the action, and Daniel McKinney bringing the action right to the fans. We heard Coach Sean Ponder talk about this. And McKinney, he said, look for him underneath, and there he was, underneath. And Eric Thompson over there, sitting in the front row, a Dodge City Law fan. Eric Thompson, I'm going to tell this story real quick. Sitting in the front row, I just spotted him. The last game, he was hit and injured, but he is back tonight. That fan, just give it up to Eric Thompson, Dodge City Law fan, and let's listen to Sean Ponder.
The drag route, he's coming from. McKinney's coming from the wide side to the short side. All right. Now we can put you on a vertical too, so it'll open that up all the way. If they play man, we can run the exact same play we just ran. Okay. But I can do. Let's do this. Let's go even. All right. Let's go even. Let's go 9-9 drag hold. Yeah.
Okay, it's maybe a similar situation, similar play against Marquise Deadweiler, I think, down the sideline deep, but looking for McKinney maybe over the middle. Sean Ponder trying to get his team in the end zone before the end of the first half. Throw over the middle. Again, Daniel McKinney. McKinney trying to break a tackle, and he's going to be brought down, marked down at the, looked like around the 13-yard line. 32 seconds left to go here in the first half of play.
Timeout.
And timeout, Dodge City. Sean Ponder wants to talk it over again. They're trying to score here, trailing 34-28.
High C. We're good. Regular. Hey, one. All right, listen to me. Let's go right one. Zone right Bob, white crack.
All right, there's your call. Sean Ponder. Not messing around too much that time. And Rudy Johnson out of that shotgun. And he's going to hand off to the right side is Willie Jackson. Jackson dancing around and nowhere to go, and no gain on the play. And that will be another timeout. Dodge City is their last timeout here in the first half. As a bit of maybe a zone read play as we heard the call. I wasn't quite clear on the terminology, but the handoff. Let's go Sean Ponder again.
All right, let's go. Hey, come here. Hey, you're running. Come here. Hey, you're running the Boz. You're running the Boz. You got to shake her out. You got a Boz back. Okay. Hey, at a laser, red, read, Z, Boz back. If it's hot, then you can run the hot. Okay.
Okay. The instructions there for Marquise Deadweiler to read the situation. Got the hot route, and he may be into the end zone here. As McKinney, Daniel McKinney, he's on the near sideline along with Willie Jackson. Everybody in motion. Here's the throw over the middle to Deadweiler, and Deadweiler is into the end zone for the touchdown. There's your hot route. Marquise Deadweiler gives Dodge City back. Well, ties it up right now, 34-34. Extra point pending. 21 seconds left to go in the first half. How about that? Sean Ponder dialing it up. Marquise Deadweiler open over the middle. Makes a nice little move right there on Ray Little, who's back in the game for Duke City. But into the end zone. Dodge City Law. Touchdown, Marquise Deadweiler. And Jared Wood in to try to put his team up by one once again. With just 21 seconds left to go here in the first half. Jared Wood, so far, 6 for 6 tonight on extra point attempts. And now he's 6 for 6, I should say, as that makes it 35-34. Dodge City on top of Duke City. 21 seconds left to go. We're back with more from United Wireless Arena right after this. 35-34, Dodge City, the Law back on top of the Duke City Gladiators. Just 21 seconds left to go in the first half. Duke City will take the kickoff. He touched that ball as Antonio Bray takes it and is brought down in the end zone. And that will be a touchback, actually, a touchback.
Dodge City is awarded 1 point for a Rouge.
Oh! It's a 1 point Rouge. Now that's a unique play to indoor football. Ball was touched. Antonio Bray took it. It's not a safety, but it's a Rouge play. And 1 point awarded to Dodge City. So that makes it a 36-34 lead for the Dodge City Law. Now the Gladiators will retain possession from their own 5-yard line. Not a safety, but a Rouge. And again, that's a unique play to indoor football. We have Sean Ponder on at halftime. We're going to have him explain that a little more. As his team now up by 2, 36-34. 21 seconds left to go. Let's see what the Gladiators have in store here as they throw to the near sideline, and that is going to be caught and complete and out of bounds. Andre London, the veteran. London reaching out of bounds to stop the clock. 16 seconds to go. So he took it down there, and poor Tyrell Green can make a tackle. Boy, this first half has been really close all the way as Dodge City holding on to a 2-point lead, and another quick out of bounds play on that far sideline, and the fans didn't like it. As 36-34, 13 seconds, second down and 5 for the Gladiators. Do they have enough time to score? Dodge City's defense trying to come up big here and stop them before the first half ends. Portery out of the shotgun. Again, over to that far sideline, out of bounds. Clock stopped once again, doing a nice job of moving the football, stopping the clock. 9 seconds left to go. Nine seconds left, first down and 10. Look for him to go in the end zone this time. Portery fires over to the near sideline, and that ball is incomplete. Antonio Bray was the intended receiver. Looked like Trey Dudley. There he is, number 21 for Dodge City on the coverage. Breaks up the pass. So just 4 seconds left. We got one more play for the Gladiators, barring a penalty or something, but second down and 10. And instead of going for the touchdown, looks like Brian Weems, there he is, number 29, the kicker, come in to try to put his team up with a field goal. And this will be a 31-yard attempt. 31-yard attempt for Brian Weems, trying to end the first half here by putting his team up. 36-34, Dodge City on top. The kick is up. It's no good. No good. He hooks it wide right, and so the score remains Dodge City on top, 36-34. Just 1 second left on the clock here, so we're still. That's what they do here. Dodge City can just kill the clock here and go in with a 2-point advantage. Brian Weems not happy with that effort, obviously. He missed an extra point earlier in this game, and now the field goal attempt.
Hey, huh? Throw that shit. I know. Here we go. B, you're out. B, you're out. No. Hey, protect. If it's not there, just throw it away. Hey, let's go. Hey, you're at X. Okay, you're at Y. All right. Let's go. Left three. 9. Hey, you got a drag. Okay, red. Hey, if it's not there, just throw it away, Rudy.
There you go. They're going to try a one more play with this 1 second to go, and it looks like Deadweiler is the guy now dragging underneath the wide receiver. That's what I got out of that. And but the last thing he told Rudy Johnson, if nothing is there, throw it away. No interception here in this situation as Rudy out of his own end zone. He will dump it over the middle to Marquise Deadweiler, who was dragging underneath, still on his feet at midfield. He goes down at the 25-yard line, and that's going to be the end of the first half of play. So the Dodge City Law leading 36-34 over the Duke City Gladiators. As we are at halftime at United Wireless Arena, we're back with more right after this. Back at United Wireless Arena, Leon Lebo with you on the broadcast tonight. It is halftime as the Dodge City Law lead the Duke City Gladiators 36-34, and really a back-and-forth football game here in the first half. As we check some of the first half highlights, and again, Dodge City was down early 7-0, but after the touchdown, the ensuing kickoff, how about this? Hicey Scott from his own goal line takes it all the way 50 yards back for the touchdown. That tied the game 7-7, and Dodge City taking the lead here with Willie Jackson taking it into the end zone for the Dodge City Law touchdown and a little defense. Ricky Wyatt forcing the fumble. Gary Henderson picks it up. He takes it all the way for the Dodge City touchdown as the Law maintaining a 1-point lead, and then Rudy Johnson keeps it himself, bangs his way into the end zone for that touchdown. And the difference in this game, a missed extra point really, is here's Marquise Deadweiler scoring the final touchdown of the first half for Dodge City. A little hot route we heard Sean Ponder call, and Marquise Deadweiler converts the hot route to a touchdown. Again, halftime here at United Wireless Arena. The Dodge City Law leading the Duke City Gladiators 36-34. We're back with more right after this. Back at United Wireless Arena, we're ready to start the second half of action between the Dodge City Law and the Duke City Gladiators. Dodge City leading 36-34 as we start the second half. They will be receiving to start the second half. Brian Weems to kick it off for the Duke City Gladiators. Brian Weems, a little quick huddle and turn around, and now whistle. And let's see if we have perhaps a offsides.
Please reset the game clock to 15 minutes.
No, just resetting the game clock to 15, and they're going to re-kick it here. So going to re-kick to start the second half, as there's Hi-C Scott, number 3 for Dodge City, along with Daniel McKinney to receive this kickoff for Dodge City. Again, Brian Weems kicking off for the Gladiators. He's got a missed extra point and a missed field goal at the end of the first half, so it's kind of been a difference in this game as Dodge City maintains a 2-point advantage as we try to start the second half of action from United Wireless Arena. Pink and white football tonight is Mother's Day weekend, so bringing awareness to breast cancer awareness, and as here we go. And again, another line drive, kind of a squibber. Uh-oh, Scott can't handle it, can't find it. Now he picks it up at the 10, and he's smothered and brought down right there. Ooh, that was could have been even worse for the Law, as Hi-C Scott could not handle that line drive squib kick. So he looked at it again and then really couldn't find it, and then relocated the football, picked it up, and Dodge City does retain possession, fortunately for them. But they'll have the ball at their own 10-yard line as Rudy Johnson getting instructions from Sean Ponder. Now Rudy and Coach, the long walk and talking it over is in the last possession for Dodge City in the first half resulted in a touchdown pass from Rudy Johnson to Marquise Detweiler and put Dodge City up on top. As Rudy behind that big offensive line. Kelvin McCoy, the big center, 6'3", 320 pounds. Jamar Luter, as they're going to run the football. Sammy Jackson out of the backfield, number 2. Jamar Luter, we always talk about him, the biggest man in Dodge, 6'8", 340 pounds, number 65. Going to that right side, you see Luter pulling, though, on the block, but not much there as that tackle made by Javi Rayberry from Mississippi Valley State for the Duke City. Rudy Johnson has again a touchdown completion to Marquise Detweiler. A second down and 10, no gain on that play. Start of the second half of action. Rudy going deep. Look at a wobbly pass, but it's caught down inside the 5 to his favorite receiver, Daniel McKinney. Wow. In a crowd. Kind of a wobbly pass, but the results are perfect. Doesn't matter if it's a perfect spiral or not. It's a great look there from really the perspective of the quarterback, Rudy Johnson, as Daniel McKinney, 2 guys around him, but he was open enough for Rudy to find him, and that ball down to the 2-yard line. So it's going to be first down and goal to go for Dodge City. And Rudy Johnson in this situation will line up right over his big center, Kelvin McCoy, and take the snap directly from him. Brandon Vincent in motion, but he hands off to Sammy Jackson, or Willie Jackson, excuse me. Willie Jackson. As he takes it near the goal line. That's going to bring up second down and goal to go. Willie Jackson, a couple touchdown runs in this game. Back in the first quarter, put his team up 14-13, a 2-yard run. And Willie, this time he's stacked up and still trying to fight his way and get some help, but they're going to finally mark him down as the whistle blows. So that'll bring up third down and goal to go. We check it out again as Willie kind of sidestepping, trying to slip into the end zone, but not there. Could not get that ball to reach out over the goal line. So, but the whistle blew and the ball was dead. So Dodge City with just under 12 minutes to go here as we start the second half in the third quarter. Third down and goal to go. Third down and 1. Again, Rudy Johnson over center. Will he keep it himself? He does, and he dives into the end zone with a touchdown. Dodge City Law with now taking its biggest lead of the game. This has been a close, tight back and forth battle as they go up 42-34, pending the outcome of the extra point. As Rudy Johnson just taking a quarterback sneak over the center, is basically fell into the end zone with that touchdown. And Jared Wood comes in to try the extra point. Jared Wood, who we call Mr. Automatic when it comes to these extra points, and he is up, and it is perfect. As he points out, it is good. And Dodge City now with a 43-34 lead as we just underway with third quarter action at United Wireless Arena in Dodge City. We're back with more after this. And back here at United Wireless Arena in Dodge City, Kansas. The Dodge City Law leading the Duke City Gladiators 43-34 after Rudy Johnson's quarterback keeper. And Jared Wood, kickoff for Dodge City. And again, a little squib kick. Picked up on the near sideline, and that is Julian Walker, and he is brought down. Check that, it's Andre London. London is smothered inside the 10-yard line, and that's where the Gladiators will set up shop for their first possession of the second half. We've seen a lot of squib kicks tonight in this game, and another one is Andre London picks it up right there by the wall, and then, boy, just brought down from behind by Travis Taylor. And good coverage there for Dodge City as the Gladiators will have the ball on their own 13-yard line to start their first possession in the second half. Trailing 43-34. Law on top. And Donovan Portery, the quarterback, sends two men in motion to the line of scrimmage. Portery looking, dumps off over the middle. He's got his man, and then across the 20-yard line, and that's going to be good for a first down for the Gladiators of Duke City from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Portery looked like he was originally looking to go somewhere on the sideline and then dumped it over the middle. Good enough for the first and 10 as that ball now at the Duke City on their own 23-yard line, just short of midfield. Portery out of the shotgun, and he hands off to a new running back into the game, and that is Lucian Walker. Lucian Walker actually, though, has been in this game as a wide receiver. By that time playing running back instead of Antonio Bray, who's been in there. And either way, Walker had nowhere to go. Loses 2 yards on the play. Second down and 12. And Travis Taylor, Ricky Wyatt getting in on the tackle. And their defensive end positions. Ricky Wyatt, actually the linebacker. Gary Henderson, the other defensive end. Portery over the middle, and he finds his man, and that is Lucian Walker. Lucian Walker is a very versatile player. He plays wide receiver. Now we see him as a little bit of running back, but he's listed as a linebacker. 6 foot, 230 pounds. And that's going to bring up third down and 4. Pick up a 6 on the play for the Gladiators. So they are across midfield at the Dodge City 21-yard line, and now like the chains over on the far sideline. They just dropped it. The sticks, and they're going to put them back up, and we're ready to go. Number 72, offensive lineman there for Gladiators. He is a man eligible, but they fired over the middle, and that ball is caught by Andre London, number 6 for the Gladiators. And that is still short, I believe, of the first down. No, that is a first down. They're moving the sticks. It's a first down, Gladiators. Zach Fondle, by the way, the 6'5", 300-pounder, left guard for the Gladiators. He's a former Kansas Jayhawk. Number 72. Here's the quarterback, the number 15, Donovan Portery. And he's a big man, too, back there, 6'4", 220. Pitches out to Lucian Walker. Walker nowhere to go as he is brought down by Travis Taylor and Ricky Wyatt. 40 and 44 for the Dodge City Law all over that play. And also number 90 for Gary Anderson initially in on the tackle, grabbing the ankle of Lucian Walker. Again, Travis Taylor did not play last week for Dodge City in that loss against the Wichita Force in Wichita. Taylor suffered a laceration to his forehead a couple weeks ago in a win at Kansas City. Unable to play last week, but he's back in the lineup tonight, and a welcome addition anytime for this Dodge City Law defense. Second down at 14. Portery firing over the middle. He's got his man open. Down inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line. It's going to be first down and goal to go for the Duke City Gladiators. So Gladiators trying to battle back, keep this game close. It has been close, back and forth all the way. Dodge City has been able to maintain the advantage for most of the game, but again, this is their biggest lead of the game, 43-34. 9-point advantage. Again, at the ball at the 2-yard line. First down and goal to go for the Gladiators. The Portery taking the snap. And hands off to Lucian Walker, and he's going to fall into the end zone for the touchdown as Gladiators are on the board for the first time here. As the first time they touched the ball in the second half. Pretty efficient drive, a couple of third down conversions. Had a second down and long. They were able to convert, get them down to the goal line, and Lucian Walker tripped up right at the goal line, but not in time to stop him from scoring the touchdown. So Brian Weems in to kick the extra point. 43-40, Dodge City's lead cut back down to 3. Weems again, the left-footed kicker, and a penalty flag, and that ball barely crosses the bar to go in for and it's good, but let's see what the penalty is. Again, the uprights here are 10 feet tall, 10 feet wide. Not a big target, but usually a pretty easy shot for the extra point.
75, Dodge City. Not lined up, heads up. That penalty is declined. Point is good.
Yeah, there you have it. Illegal defense, Dodge City, but it's declined. The extra point is good. So Dodge City on top, 43-41 after that touchdown, an extra point from Duke City. Back with more from United Wireless Arena right after this. Well, we got a good one here at United Wireless Arena. This game has been back and forth, close all the way. Dodge City still maintaining a lead, 43-41 after Duke City's touchdown, an extra point. Yet another squib kick. Picked up in the end zone by High-C Scott. Brings it out, crosses the 10, down to the 14-yard line, and that's where Dodge City will set up shop on offense.
Timeout on the field.
As we have a timeout on the field. 6:59 left to go in the third quarter. Dodge City on top, 43-41. We're back with more right after this. Well, the clock running, just under 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Leon Liebel back with you on the broadcast as the Dodge City Law first down and 10 from their own 14. Rudy Johnson thrown over the middle, and that ball knocked away, incomplete. Brendan Vinson was the intended receiver, but a nice defensive play there from the Gladiators of Duke City. Fatu Yote with a hand on the ball there, number 10. And incomplete. So it's second down and 10 for Dodge City. In the Law, second possession here in the second half. Scored on their first possession after a nice drive and then capped off by Rudy Johnson's quarterback keeper. And Rudy trying to get somebody in the right position. Play clock down to 7. That's usually really never a factor in the indoor game. But, boy, that was a wobbly pass on the far sideline. And Brandon Vincent, did he catch that? Yes, he did. Complete. Wow. Let's check that one out again as Rudy Johnson throwing a duck. That ball wobbling all over the place. Oh, man, Vincent, I don't know. They say he caught it, though, and there's no video review, so it certainly Dominic Bramante, the head coach. Now they're going to discuss it. a little bit. There's the head coach of the Gladiators. Yeah, he said he juggled that. He never had possession. And quite frankly, it looked like he did not. Dominic Bramante, the head coach of the Duke City Gladiators, trying to convince the officials that should not have been a catch. And now Sean Ponder gets the word.
Pass interference. Number 7, defense. That penalty is declined. The result of the play, first down.
Well, they weren't discussing if that was a completed pass or not. It was pass interference against Duke City. Dominic Bramante surprised and not happy about that as well. The penalties declined. It's completed pass, first down and 10 for Dodge City. So the Law get a break there. Again, not sure if Vincent really ever had possession of that football, but it is called a completed pass. And Rudy Johnson, his team, first down and 10 at the Duke City 21-yard line. Johnson out of the shotgun, sends 2 receivers to the far side in motion and gets rid of it. He's got his man Marquise Deadweiler. Deadweiler fights his way down to the goal line, trying to get into the end zone for the touchdown, but they're going to mark him down, I believe, at the 1-yard line. Deadweiler says, hey, I scored. I got in. Boy, Marquise Deadweiler was wide open. Rudy Johnson looking, trying to find somebody, and there he is underneath. Kind of a high throw, but Deadweiler comes up with the catch as the Gladiators doing a nice job of gang tackling and keeping him out of the end zone, but that's going to bring a first down and goal to go from the 1-yard line. Dodge City trying to make it 2 for 2. Sean Ponder gives the play to his quarterback, and see if Rudy takes the snap again from directly from his. No, he's going to be, yeah, he's going to go up right over Kelvin McCoy. They like to do this on these goal line plays. And look out for Kamali Matthews, the big offensive lineman. He's in the backfield, but no, Rudy's going to roll and throw this one away as he's in trouble. And a penalty flag is down. See what the penalty will be is Rudy Johnson rolling to his right. A little play action there as he was in trouble immediately and throws it away. Smart play that time by Rudy. See what the penalty is. Sure, we get perhaps a holding call.
Illegal defense. Illegal blitz, 21. Half the distance to the goal. Replay, first down.
Illegal blitz, and again, one guy can blitz, and he also has to let him know he's going to blitz. And I was kind of wondering about that because they got in there very, very quickly. So illegal defense, so that brings up first down and goal to go again from the 1-yard line. And Rudy Johnson over center, going to keep it himself. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dodge City. Second straight touchdown for Dodge City via Rudy Johnson, keeping it himself over center. As he just follows the big guys, the big blockers up the middle there, and just enough to cross over into the end zone for the touchdown. But Rudy Johnson has his team back up by 8, trying to make it 9 here as Jared Wood in the try for the extra point. He's now 6 for 6, trying to make it 7 for 7 with this extra point. And remember, Dodge City got 1 extra point on a ruse play, and that makes it a 50-41 lead as the Law equals their biggest advantage of the game. 4:28 left to go in the third quarter. Dodge City on top of the Duke City Gladiators 50-41. Back with more after this. Dodge City Law leading the Duke City Gladiators 50-41 as we're just about 4.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Another squib kick. Antonio Bray will pick it up around the 10. He's dancing. He's in trouble. He's brought down. Tyrell Green, I believe, on the tackle. Yes, for Dodge City. Terrific coverage on the kickoff. It's Antonio Bray trying to dance away, but Tyrell Green wouldn't let him. Great defense or great coverage there for Dodge City, and Duke City with the football. Good look there of Tyrell Green, number 6 for Dodge City. Again, both teams, well, Dodge City's had the ball twice. They've scored 2 touchdowns. Duke City had the ball once. They've scored once here in the second half. Trying again. Portery in trouble. Going to keep it himself. A rare run from this quarterback. We usually don't see Donovan Portery keep it himself, but he does that time. The big 6'4", 220-pounder. And that is a pick of a 7 on the play. Second down and 3. Dodge City Law on top, 50-41. They have led most of this game. Gladiators have led twice. They scored the first touchdown of the game, lead 7-0. And then back in the second quarter, they took a 13-7 lead. But since then, Dodge City has led the entire way. 9 points, their biggest advantage, equaling that right now, 50-41, as it's that play there, a first down and 10. Julian Walker, the catch. Nearing the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. It's the Dodge City Law trying to remain unbeaten at home this season. They are 4-0, 7-2 overall. Second place in the Southern Division of the Champions Indoor League. Here's the handoff to Antonio Bray. Great defense. Ricky Wyatt on the tackle. Number 44 for Dodge City. Again, the CIF Defensive Player of the Week last week in that loss against the Wichita Force. That's how good his performance was. Dodge City got blown out in that game, 91-51. He's the Defensive Player of the Week. But he had 13 tackles in that game, including 2 sacks. A little dump over pass to Antonio Bray. And, boy, how about Trey Dudley this time? Flexing his muscles with a tackle. And that brings up 3rd down and long. 3rd and 13 for the Gladiators. Nice play there by Trey Dudley. Dodge City's defense has been, for the most part this season, the reason they are 7-2. They have been terrific. And they're at full strength tonight. They weren't last week. No excuses, though, Sean Ponder said for that loss at Wichita. He said Force really played well. But it is nice to have guys like Travis Taylor back in the lineup, and the offensive line also at full strength tonight. Portery, he's going deep. He's going for it all down into the end zone, overthrown and incomplete. Now bring up 4th down and 13. That pass intended for Julian Walker. Walker loses a shoe. Good coverage there again by Trey Dudley. And the Gladiators will be going for it here on 4th down. Again, no punts in the indoor game. So Donovan Portery, the big 4th down play here. Trying to keep this drive alive and certainly not wanting to turn the ball over to Dodge City, which would be terrific field position for the Dodge City Law offense. Portery, 2 men in motion. Both sides, fires over the middle. That ball looked like it might have been tipped. It's incomplete, and Dodge City will take over on downs. Great defense from the Dodge City Law. As Kavar Thurman, newcomer on this defensive unit for Dodge City, comes up another big play, and Dodge City will take over on downs. When we return, the Law will be back on offense, leading 50-41 over Duke City. Back with more right after this. Back at United Wireless Arena, Dodge City Law leading the Duke City Gladiators 50-41. CIF football. Leon Liebel with you on the broadcast. First down and 10 for the Law after holding the Gladiators on downs, and they will have the ball from their own 21-yard line to start this drive with a handoff to Heisey Scott in the backfield there. We saw him return had a kickoff return for a touchdown back in the first quarter. And he is in as a wide receiver. Willie Jackson, the running back for Dodge City. Again, 8-on-8. Quarterback, running back, wide receivers, 3 offensive linemen. And the handoff is to High C. Scott coming from that wide receiver position on the far side. And not much there. And that's going to bring up 3rd down. And that will also be the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So, one more quarter to go from Dodge City as the Dodge City Law lead the Duke City Gladiators 50-41. The start of the 4th quarter from United Wireless Arena coming up right after this. Well, it's the start of the 4th quarter from United Wireless Arena in Dodge City. Leon Liebel with you on the broadcast, bringing you Dodge City Law football here from their home arena, where they are a perfect 4-0, trying to stay unbeaten. As Rudy Johnson fires over the middle, little behind his intended receiver. High C. Scott, he can't hang on, and that will bring up 4th down and 6 for the Dodge City Law as they lead here to start the 4th quarter, 50-41. Getting their biggest lead of the game this equals their biggest lead, 9-point advantage. Trying to stretch that out a little bit here as we get down to the final quarter in this ball game. Sean Ponder with Rudy Johnson. See what he has in mind here. As obviously a big 4th down play from the 15-yard line of Duke City. Rudy Johnson out of that shotgun. Man in motion far side. Rudy's going into the end zone. Oh, incomplete. Had a man, Daniel McKinney, looked like open in the back of the end zone, just threw it a little too low. McKinney could not pick it up off the ground, and it's going to be Duke City football on downs. Look at this again, Rudy. Incomplete, and Duke City will take over from the Dodge City 15-yard line. And boy, that's a big play right there. Daniel McKinney not happy. Not happy at all. As he is discussing that last situation there, one of his teammates, Kelvin McCoy, the big center. But anyway, Duke City will have the football, 1st down and 10. From their own 15-yard line. Dodge City was on 15 when they turned it over on downs. And Donovan Portery has plenty of time, and a man wide open in the middle of the field. That's Julian Walker, 1st down and 10 for Duke City. Gladiators not going away. They've been staying close this entire game. Again, they've only led twice in the game, but they have been close the entire contest. As there's a good look from the perspective of the quarterback. Nice pass, finding Julian Walker open over the middle. The Gladiators 1st down and 10 now at the Dodge City 13-yard line. So we are in the 4th quarter now. It's over 13 minutes to play. Portery goes to his left, overthrows everybody and out of bounds, incomplete. And somebody has a free souvenir as that ball goes into the stands. As we'll look at that one again. Donovan Portery, his intended receiver Andre London, and wow, everybody banging around down there. Tyrell Green on the coverage, number 6 against number 6, and the fans trying to fight for the football a little bit. They get to keep that. And that brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Gladiators, trying to get it into the end zone here as they are in Dodge City territory at the 13-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 in motion to the right. Portery's going into the end zone. It's got his man right at the goal line, and he is down. And that is Dexter Manley, who we've only mentioned his name once in this game, and that was a touchdown way back early in this game when Duke City took its 2nd lead of the game back in the 1st quarter. But Manley up against the wall right at the 1-yard line, and that's going to bring up 1st down and goal to go for the Gladiators. Duke City with a big defensive stand and now trying to take advantage. See if Donovan Portery, he'll take the snap directly from center, much like Dodge City does on the goal line offense. Stack it up. Get the big man down in there leading the way. Oh, good defense and a loss of a yard on the play. Portery is arguing, though. He wants an illegal defense, and now there is a penalty on the play. Trevante Tough Johnson in on the tackle along with Travis Taylor. And let's see what we have here.
There is no flag.
No penalty. They picked the flag up. No flag on the play. Looks like the Gladiators were arguing for an illegal defense, but no penalty. And so, Duke City, second down and goal to go now from the 2-yard line. A loss of a yard on the play as it is 50-41. Dodge City on top, but Duke City threatening the score. Duke City Gladiators out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. These two teams will play again next week in Albuquerque. It'll be their third meeting of the season. Dodge City won the first meeting way back on March 4th right here at United Wireless Arena. Here's the run to Lucian Walker on the left side, and he stopped short of the goal line once again. Tyrell Green coming out of there, the big stop. Great defense from Dodge City. That brings up third down and goal to go. As we watch it again, Lucian Walker trying to get it over. Oh, that is a terrific play by Tyrell Green. Fighting off the block at the same time making the tackle. Terrific defense from Dodge City and Tyrell Green. Can they keep him out again? Third down and goal to go from the 1-yard line. Donovan Portery, again, he's 6'4", 220, a big quarterback. They seem reluctant to use him on the quarterback sneak, but this time they do, and this time it works. I believe there's no official call, but it looks like he got across. And yes, indeed, it is a touchdown, Gladiators. So just like that, when we're talking about Portery maybe taking it in himself, using that big frame, 6'4", 220, and there you see him cross to the goal line. That was a touchdown, no doubt. And here we are again, a 3-point game. It's Brian Weems in the kick to extra point for Duke City. Let's get a look at Donovan Portery, the quarterback, number 15 for Duke City. And there's Brian Weems, the kicker. Try for the extra point. This is the Gladiators just not going away. Keeping this game close all the way. And remember the last time they played here at United Wireless Arena, Dodge City won that game 59-52 when they stopped Gladiators on a just inches shy of the goal line. And the extra point is good. So Dodge City's lead back down to 2, 50-48, 10:32 left to go in this football game. Back with more after this. Back at United Wireless Arena in Dodge City Law leading the Duke City Gladiators 50-48 here in the fourth quarter. Duke City kicking off. Brian Weems, they like to break out of that huddle, and then, well, another squib kick, and that ball taken by High C. Scott over on the far sideline, and he's knocked up against the wall. And a little slow getting up. And High C. Scott not getting up, number 3 for Dodge City. Well, he just caught that ball. Again, it was a squib off the bounce, and looked like a face mask there. And High C. Scott, there he's up and at him. Like there was a face mask, but no flag on the play. But it's like some type of leg injury. He's going to be helped out by Gary Henderson. Or check that. Yeah, Gary Henderson just picking him up and carrying him off the field. My gosh. Wow. Hope I see Scott is okay. And Sean Ponder.
Red slip. Get deep, all right? Hey, B's got a 9. He's got an 8.
Sean Ponder with Rudy Johnson there. And quite frankly, I didn't hear all that, except I did hear deep. So let's see if they go on a deep pass. Not positive I heard that. Rudy Johnson is on offense here as they Dodge City with the ball on their own 17-yard line. Leading by 2, 50-48. Rudy Johnson, play action. Throws over the near sideline, incomplete. Pass intended for Brandon Vinson, and just out in front of him too much, incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for Dodge City. We check it out again. Rudy with the fake on the handoff, and then just overthrew him. Sean Ponder. Try to go down to him again here and hear another play, but that one we missed a little bit, so they got those 2nd down and 10. Rudy Johnson, his team leading by 2. Again, they've led most of this game, but it has been close the entire game. Rudy in trouble, just throws that one out of bounds, and oh man, missed in and out of the hands of a fan over there. So they don't get a souvenir. But Rudy, good rush, good pass rush here by the Gladiators off the back of his foot and just threw that one away. There, those 2 guys there, they had it. Oh, he had it, man.
Let's go. Hey, rip one. 73 trail. Hey, tell him to run a 3 stop, though. Hey, tell B to run a 4.
Okay, there you go. What I got out of that is that Brandon Vinson is going to go to the wall on the far side, and then maybe they're going to look for him over there, try to pick up the 1st down. Rudy Johnson, no, he's going to dump it over the middle to Brandon Vinson, was the intended receiver, and incomplete. That brings up 4th down and 10. Boy, this offensive possession has gone nowhere, literally, for Dodge City. No gain. Again, 3 straight plays, and it's 4th down and 10.
All right, here we go. Let's go. Right three, red switch, Z9, T check left.
Well, let's see if that play translates into a 1st down for Dodge City, because they need one here. Ill afford to turn the ball over on downs and give the Gladiators terrific field possession. Clock running down to 8 minutes left to go in this game, and Rudy Johnson going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Dodge City. That's their first charge.
First timeout for Dodge City here in the 2nd half. Let's hear what Sean Ponder has to say during this timeout.
It didn't work.
Huh?
Timeout on the field.
Let us make a play for
Is the
All right, we are going to take a timeout ourselves. 8:02 left to go in the game. Dodge City on top, 50-48. We're back with more after this. Back here at United Wireless Arena, Leon Leba with you on the broadcast. Champions indoor football, Dodge City Law leading the Duke City Gladiators 50-48 in a big 4th down play coming up here for Dodge City. 4th and 10. So take a look at the head coach of Duke City, Dominic Bramante. Rudy Johnson, 2 men in motion to the far side. Rudy looking, fires over the middle. He's got his man. That's Marquise Detweiler, breaks a tackle, crosses the 15. He loses the ball, but he was down, and that is a huge 1st down for Dodge City. Wow. 4th down and 10. And Rudy Johnson comes through, connecting with Marquise Detweiler. Let's look at this again. That ball may have been tipped a little bit. It was kind of a wobbly pass once again. No, just a wobbly pass, but it was on target. And Marquise Detweiler, boy, he gets smashed at the end there, but picks up the 1st down. That ball down to the Duke City 12-yard line. Wow, what a huge play for Rudy Johnson, hooking up with Marquise Detweiler. 1st down and 10 from the 12-yard line. Rudy Johnson going to keep it himself. Little quarterback draw. Slips down and slides down near the 9, or near the 6-yard line. So we check it out again. Rudy just keeping it himself out of the shotgun. He can do this. He can run the ball. Terrific in the open field. He's so fast. Sean Ponder saying, let's score a touchdown here. Let's get some more, get more cushion here. It's clock winding down. It's near the 6.5-minute mark. Left to go in this game. 2nd down and 4. Getting the ball at the 6-yard line. Rudy's going to the same play. Keeps it himself. Crosses the 5 where he's stacked up and brought down as Juvie Rayberry makes the tackle for Duke City. Might have been a little bit of a read there as Rudy looked to his left and then quickly, oh, wow, a little extracurricular activity there as a big defensive lineman there for Duke City. That's Ayub Hamadah. Kind of pushed his head into the ground. No officials must not have seen it because there's no flag on the play, but that's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Rudy Johnson back to pass. That ball swatted away, knocked down, and incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Now, will Dodge City go for it or kick the field goal? As Rudy Johnson comes over to talk to Sean Ponder. Let's listen.
All right, here we go. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Laser. Check that. I'm going to call a timeout. Okay. Timeout.
Well, you heard it right there. Timeout. As we're going to stay here and listen in and see what they have planned here. As Sean Ponder really wanted to discuss this a little more. This is big play.
Hey, the next time that you have an appetite, you got time. What's up? Yeah, the batter ain't coming.
Well, are you on the left side or are you on the right side?
I'm on the right side. Stop. Where you want, coach?
Balls of the 5. Hey, let's do it. Come here, McKinney. McKinney, come here. Are they playing man with you guys and running? Okay, listen to me. Hey, Liz 3, you have a drag. You have a shallow drag all the way over there. McKinney, hey, all over, listen to me. All over red, tight end leak left. You're going to block the end over there. You're going to run all the way across the field with them running all overs. Okay? Hey, if you can get the all overs wide open, great. If not, you got the tight end dragging all the way across. You're going high. You're going there.
All right, Sean Ponder talking it over, and all kinds of options they're looking at there. And one of them was the tight end over the middle, and that would be, I believe, Kamali Matthews going to be eligible, number 53. So look out for Matthews here as Rudy Johnson, 4th down and 3. Big play. Rudy's going to keep it himself this time, and Rudy Johnson is knocked short, down short of the goal line. Big defensive stand for Duke City. Wait a second, did he get the first down? He still had a chance to get the first down, and it is a 1st down and goal to go for Dodge City. Wow. What looked like could be a big defensive stand. Duke City doing a great job of keeping him out of the end zone, but still, 1st down and goal to go for Dodge City. Boy, Duke City was celebrating too, thinking they had the ball, but Rudy Johnson, that was very improvised. It was a pass play all the way, and he had nobody open, took it himself. So 1st down from the 1-yard line. Hands off to Willie Jackson. Willie Jackson into the end zone. Whew, that was big for Dodge City. Willie Jackson slips into the end zone for the touchdown, his 3rd of the game. And Dodge City continues to maintain the advantage in this very close football game as Willie slips in between the big offensive lineman there. Jared Wood in to kick the extra point. Again, 7 for 7 extra points tonight. Wood trying to make it 8 for 8 here. And he does. And Dodge City back up by 9. 57-48. Dodge City on top. The Duke City Gladiators. 4:23 left to go in the football game. We are back with more right after this. Well, Dodge City's biggest lead of this game has been 9 points. They equal that once again, leading 57-48. But the Duke City Gladiators just not going away, and they have plenty of time. 4:23 left to go as Dodge City will be kicking off. And Sean Ponder would love to get another defensive stop and get another score here and get a better, much bigger cushion because, again, the Gladiators have just stayed in this game, but Dodge City up by 9 once again, 57-48. 4:23 left to go. United Wireless Arena. And again, out of that huddle thing, and then they do the squib, and the bounce, and Antonio Bray, nice catch at the 10, up across midfield and ridden down near the 20-yard line. As Jared Wood in on the part of the tackle there. Let's look at that again. Antonio Brown again. That's a tough catch off the squib kick. And then brought down near the 20-yard line. Willie Jackson, running back, in on special teams there, also in on the tackle for Dodge City. So there's Duke City, good field position. As they are at the Dodge City 21-yard line, Donovan Portery trying to get his team once again into the end zone. Gladiators have only led twice in this game. Again, 7-0 and 13-7. Ever since then, Dodge City has maintained the lead, and quickly the Gladiators are into the end zone. Touchdown, the pass of the middle, and Duke City, just like that, they're not going away. Wow. Quickly, Duke City capitalizes on the good field position. As we'll watch it again, just a quick pass over the middle, wide open and into the end zone. So Brian Weems in to kick the extra point. Try and make it once again a 2-point game. And the difference in this game has been the kicking game, really, because Duke City missed an extra point and also missed a field goal, so it is back to a 2-point advantage for Dodge City. 57-55, Dodge City on top of Duke City. Back with more of the fourth quarter right after this. Well, with 3:57 left to go in this football game, we've got a tight one. Dodge City on top, 57-55 over the Duke City Gladiators. And again, I mentioned this before, but these Gladiators just not going away. Dodge City, its biggest lead has been 9 points 3 times, but then each time Duke City has cut that lead to 2, and once again they do that as they will be kicking off. It's Tyrell Green back for Dodge City by himself on his own goal line. And again, we've seen squib kick after squib kick from both teams tonight. And as Brian Weems puts the ball
Out, Dodge City.
on the near sideline, and that may have caused Dodge City, I'm not sure, but they're going to call a timeout and talk it over. Timeout on the field. Let's see what Sean Ponder has to say.
Everybody slide this way, they go kick it back.
I understand. That's why I call a timeout. Listen to me. Hey, you're tough. You're out here. You got 1. You get right here in the numbers. You got 2. You over here. You got 3. You're over there. You got. Hey, you're over there. You're right in front of the kicker, watching the squib kick. Willie, you're right here. Right there. Hey. Hey, scoot up more. It's going to be a pop-up. Watch the squib through.
All right, Sean Bonner getting everybody in position after the seeing what the Gladiators had in mind on the kickoff. And we saw the first half, Gladiators had really what they've been doing, the squib kick all game, and they had one that just went off the hands of Gary Henderson earlier and really ended up turning into an onside kick, led to a touchdown. And Sean Ponder guarding against that this time. Once again, everybody in position as they're going to do the squib up the middle, and it is recovered by Marquise Deadweiler right there at the 21-yard line. So Dodge City will have the ball in good field position. As Sean Ponder, let's see what he has now of his team on safely on offense. See if we can hear what Coach has to say with Rudy Johnson down there.
Rhino. Hey, fire out now, all right? Hey, instead of going stretch, you want to go ISO? And they slant? Yeah, no, you can stay man. So let's go Rhino, ISO right.
All right, Rhino, ISO right. And asking Kamali Matthews about that, and Kamali Matthews, the offensive lineman, number 53, and he is termed eligible, and instead they hand off right to Willie Jackson up the middle, and there's a penalty flag on the play. That play did not appear as it sounded at all. Expecting a pass play, but Willie Jackson takes the handoff and a pickup of only, well, no gain on the play. Let's see, though, the penalty is against.
Illegal defense, 21, Duke City. Lined up inside of 5, not head up. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Now, there you heard it. Illegal defense against Duke City. That's Dontrell Johnson lined up in the wrong spot. And so Dodge City now have first down and 5 from the 16.
Tell Willie to tuck it away, okay? Let's go, Rhino stretch right.
I think we're going to have a running play here with Willie Jackson again. Rhino stretch right. So Rudy Johnson, the quarterback. Willie Jackson in the backfield, number 2. 1 and 2. And let's see, Willie Jackson going to run to the right side there. It's where all the blockers are. And there it is. And Willie Jackson's got a hole and a crease, crosses the 10 down to the 7-yard line. Boy, nothing fancy there, just a straight handoff to the right side, following the big blockers. And that picks up a first down. It'll be first down and goal to go from the 7-yard line for Dodge City. As Willie Jackson having a good night for the Dodge City Law. Again, the ball at the 7-yard line. First down and goal to go for Dodge City with nearing the 2.5-minute mark. Boy, love to get a touchdown here to stretch out that 2-point advantage. This is not a safe lead in the indoor game, and Dodge City trying to hold on to a close one against the Duke City Gladiators. This time, same play with the left side, and this time going nowhere except Willie Jackson breaks the tackle, but then he's finally brought down. Fatu Yatel with the tackle. And that'll bring up second down. And
That's their first charge.
Duke City's going to call a timeout as good defensive pursuit over there on the left side. Willie Jackson doing a nice job of dancing away and picking up a little something. Let's see what Sean Ponder has to say here, as it'll be second down and goal to go.
Hey, Seared, you're at tight end. Every time we run play action, okay? The other guy who's in the back there thinks on you. Should we get into regular? Let's get into regular. Regular! I know, but when I get into regular, it spreads them out and lead draws there. Lead draw's a good play. Lead draw. Hey, whichever linebacker is on, whatever, if they go 2 in the box, whichever side that extra linebacker's on, either the Y or the Z is going to crack him, okay? 29's 1, whoever lines up there. So let's go left 1, lead draw.
Left 1, lead draw. You heard the play. Is that a draw play? Is that with the quarterback running the play, Rudy Johnson? We've seen him run the quarterback draw a couple times, and twice for touchdowns in this game. As there's the head coach, Dominic Bramante, and it is a quarterback draw. Rudy Johnson, though, know where to go. The ball stripped away, but he is down. And that's going to bring up third down and goal to go for Dodge City with 2:09 left to go. And Duke City will call there another timeout here to stop the clock. As Rudy nowhere to go. Good defensive effort that time again from Duke City. Let's see what Sean Ponder has lined up this time.
If you do any pass, make sure it's a run read.
What's that? Like
sure
play action?
Yeah, play action.
All right, so let's go. Let's go right one, red flash. All right, you got a Boz. Hey, no, listen, no. I want you to run a storm stop, okay? And you got a Boz back, okay? Hey, run flash, and then you go right up the middle if the linebacker doesn't come. If not, pick him up.
There you go, kind of I think it's a pass play, but it's a bit of a zone read option for Rudy Johnson here. He'll have some decisions to make. Will he keep it or throw it? And he will throw it over the middle. And incomplete off the hands of Daniel McKinney, who I think is arguing for a penalty, but to no avail. That's going to bring up fourth down
Timeout.
And
Duke City.
another
It's the
timeout.
third
Duke
and
City
final
takes its
of the
final
game.
timeout of the game to stop the clock. Again, play action over the middle. Daniel McKinney, and looks like he might have been slowed up a little bit there by a defensive player, but no penalty. And that's going to bring up 4th down and goal to go from the 8-yard line. Now, will Sean Ponder, will they go for it or kick it and stretch that lead to 5?
The field goal right here. They got to score a touchdown to beat us. But if you got to play for this,
I got to play.
well, let's go with it.
All right.
There you go. How about that? That's good stuff right there. Throwing out the options.
Go rip one, red, all over, T shoot right.
Discussing the situation of the assistant coach there. He kicked the extra point, make him have to kick or score a touchdown, or just go for it and put it out of reach. And they're going for it. 4th down and 8 from the 8. Rudy Johnson completes the pass. It is short, though, and that will be handed over to Duke City. That is a big defensive play. Sean Ponder, his hands on his head. I'm not sure that's the play they wanted. As Rudy Johnson completes the pass to Willie Jackson underneath. And certainly not enough. I think he really wanted to go into the end zone, and Willie Jackson brought down. And Duke City celebrating. They have no timeouts, though. No timeouts left in this game for Duke City, but they have plenty of time, 1:53. The ball at their own 5-yard line. Now, this is really deja vu from the very first game of the year when these two teams met here at United Wireless Arena. Duke City had a similar situation. They had a chance to tie the game and came up just inches short of the goal line as time ran out. And here they have a chance now, though, to win the game. And remember, they can kick a field goal and win the game as well, as it is 57-55, a 2-point advantage for Dodge City. The clock continues to run as that pass was complete. This is a edge of your seat moment for if you're a Dodge City Law fan. Hey, got to come up with the stop here to win this football game. Minute 10, clock running. 1st down and 10. Ball at the 16. Pass over that right side. They'll get it out of bounds and stop the clock. That's Julian Walker over there.
1 minute warning.
And that is the 1 minute warning. 1 minute left to go in this football game, so a timeout on the field. Dodge City trying to hold on to this 57-55 advantage, but Duke City with the football and trying to win it. When we come back, the conclusion from United Wireless Arena right after this. All right, back at United Wireless Arena and some drama here. Dodge City leads by 2, 57-55. Duke City, though, trying to move the football, stay alive. Portery throws near sideline. That ball is caught. Dexter Manley with the catch. Or did he? Yes. That ball down to the Dodge City 14-yard line. Again, Duke City trying to score here. And whistle blowing.
Please reset the game clock to 54 seconds. We'll start on the snap.
And there you go, getting the clock straightened out. 54 seconds left to go in this game. You know, you always hear people say you don't want to score too early, but you do want to score. I don't know if Duke City's thinking that way or not. And now the whistle's blowing again as Dodge City may have taken a timeout. Let's see. No, yeah, they did not. The clock was supposed to start at the snap, and it ran before the snap. Yeah, they got it back to 54 seconds. That's the situation here. Getting the ball at the Dodge City 14-yard line, 1st down and 10, 54 seconds left to go in the game. Dodge City trying to hang on here. 57-55. Law on top by 2. Portery hands off to Lucian Walker. Walker crosses the 10-yard line, still on his feet. Drives the pile down across the 5-yard line. In that clock running, 40 seconds. Hand off to Walker. Interesting, they would run the football. We mentioned, though, not wanting to score too early. That's a good way to eat the clock, gain some yardage. Ball at the 5-yard line, 2nd down and 1. Portery taking the snap directly from the center. This time he's going to spike it and stop the clock. 21 seconds left to go in this game. And remember, they don't just need a touchdown. A field goal would win this game as well. So they can kind of wind this clock down, but they also need to get a first down here, 3rd and 1. All kinds of things going on right now, but Duke City, even though they trail, in control right here of their destiny and of Dodge City's destiny, really, as they can run the clock. But of course, they have to score. Dodge City's defense, can they come up big here once again? Portery, man in motion, Lucian Walker running the ball. Walker down to the goal line and into the end zone for the touchdown. Duke City takes the lead for just the 3rd time in this game, but they do it with 16 seconds left. Lucian Walker runs the ball to the right side and fights his way into the end zone for the touchdown, the go-ahead touchdown. And this time, Dodge City does not stop Duke City at the goal line like they did in the first game of the year. Brian Weems in to kick the extra point. And this would give Duke City a 5-point advantage as they lead now 61-57. The crowd very quiet here at United Wireless Arena. Wow, this has been
unsportsmanlike. Number 11, Duke City, taking the ball out of the field of play.
Lucian Walker called for unsportsmanlike conduct, kicking the ball out of play, I believe I heard, after he scored that touchdown, celebrating. But wow, this has been some turn of events here for Dodge City as they, again, in control, in the lead most of this game, but could not convert on their last offensive possession. Gave the ball back to Duke City with plenty of time, and Duke City able to take advantage and drive down the field and score and take the lead as Brian Weems' extra point is good. And that makes it a 62-57 lead for the Duke City Gladiators. Just 16 seconds left to go. We are back with the final moments of this game right after this. Wow, here at United Wireless Arena, the Dodge City Law now trailing 62-57. 16 seconds left in this game, and again, what a turn of events as Dodge City led most of this game, but could not convert when it counted. Duke City had the ball, time to score, and they did. And a Lucian Walker touchdown run, and now Dodge City, with one more opportunity, will take the squib kick up the middle, and it is fielded at the 15, the 10, the 25. Trey Dudley, he's going in all the way. Oh my! Touchdown, Dodge City, and the Law have just taken back the lead with 10 seconds left. Oh my! Oh baby! Whoa! Trey Dudley! Oh my! Do you believe that? The squib kick up the middle. Trey Dudley, and look at the faces of the Gladiators from Duke City. Cannot believe it. Fielded it near the 10, and there he goes. Trey Dudley. All he had was Brian Weems, the kicker, to break or to get away from, and he does. Nobody really ever touched him. Oh my. I don't believe what I just saw. They did not. They looked. Dodge City Law looked like they were dead and gone here, as they have now taken a 1-point lead, 63-62. Let's see. They're going to go for 2 here, which would be the thing to do. That would give them a 3-point lead. That way, that would. Let's see if I can get my composure back after that one. Anyway, they're going to go for 2 to make it a 3-point game. That way, Duke City, when they get the ball back, if they try a field goal, they can only tie it. 10 seconds left to go in the game. 2-point conversion with Rudy Johnson. Johnson going back to pass into the end zone, wide open for the 2-point conversion. Brandon Vincent wide open. And that is a big, big 2-point conversion. Wow. Oh my, what a turn of events again, but this time in favor of Dodge City. They return the kickoff back after the go-ahead TD for the Gladiators, and then they get the 2-point conversion. And we're going to keep it right here. You know, twice I have gone to the break saying that we're coming back with a conclusion. We still aren't done. 10 seconds left. Dodge City will be kicking off. Now let's see what the strategy will be here for Sean Ponder on the kickoff. Will they do the squib kick?
Hey, I want you to hit the Bud Light sign. That's where I want the ball. Okay? I want you to hit.
You want me to kick it out?
No, yes, I want you to hit it in the air and hit the Bud Light sign.
No squib kick. You heard the instructions there. Well, you understand that terminology. I understand that, everybody. Hit the Bud Light sign in the back of the end zone. Kick it deep. But not out of the end zone, because that would give the Gladiators the ball at midfield. They don't want to do that, and they don't want to return either. Kick it deep. Good coverage here. 10 seconds left. And Jared Wood getting the crowd involved. You know, just moments ago, this place was quiet as could be after the Gladiators took the lead, and now everybody on their feet. And here's that kickoff. It is not quite as deep as he wanted it to be, but it will be returned, and a good return to midfield. 5 seconds left. Now, we have a penalty on the play. A flag is down. Is there an illegal block? Let's see. Penalty flag on the play. 5 seconds left to go in the game. Interesting to see what the Gladiators do here. Wherever the ball is marked, will they try the field goal or will they go for it? Get the call right here.
There is no flag for an illegal block in the back. The player maintained contact.
Okay, there was the kickoff return, and originally they thought there was a block in the back, and apparently, but no penalty. No penalty. They picked up the flag, so the Gladiators will have the ball. And now somebody injured on it. I don't know if that's a fan again. And that is Sean Ponder over to look as the EMS people are over there to check everything out. Well, we got all kinds of things going on here at United Wireless Arena. Wow, what a finish this has been. And to recap, again, with 16 seconds to go, the Gladiators took the lead, 61-57. It did not look good for Dodge City. 62-57, I should say. And then Dodge City returns the kickoff back for a touchdown as Trey Dudley brought it back off a squib kick. They went for 2 and they lead by 3, 65-62. So 5 seconds left, but the Gladiators have one more chance. As looks like everybody's okay over there. Somebody being helped out. I'm not sure that involved any of the actual football play, but regardless, let's get back to the action here. Dodge City leading by 3. What do the Gladiators have in mind is they are going to go for it. Donovan Portier going for the win. Most likely just one time for one play here. What's it take? quick incomplete pass, but no timeouts left. Crowd on their feet. Here we go. Forget the first down and 10. This is it. One to go. The ball at their own 12-yard line, as he was out of bounds on that kickoff. Portier going deep, throwing it up for grabs in the end zone, and that is out of bounds, incomplete. Dodge City holds on for another last-second victory over the Duke City Gladiators. Oh, my. Now, Duke City arguing for pass interference, but that is it, folks. Dodge City holding on to win this game, 65-62. And to remain undefeated at home, 5-0, 8-2 overall. As we look at it again, Donovan Portier going down to the corner of the end zone, and that ball up for grabs, out of bounds, and incomplete. There's no pass interference. Forget that argument. As the Dodge City Law celebrate an incredible, I guess you would have to say, come from behind victory, even though they led most of the game. Again, we'll talk more about this game right after this. Dodge City wins it 65-62. Back at United Wireless Arena in Dodge City, Leon Liebel with you on the broadcast. The Dodge City Law have just pulled off an amazing 65-62 victory of the Duke City Gladiators. Again, Duke City taking the lead, 62-57 with 16 seconds left. The ensuing kickoff, a squib kick up the middle, and Trey Dudley returns it for the touchdown, which proved to be the winning touchdown. Let's go down to the winning coach, Sean Ponder. Coach, how do you explain that one?
Well, I don't know how you can explain that one. That definitely gets the heart going, and those guys kept playing all the way through and did a fantastic job, and just a great kickoff return.
You were in control of this game, in the lead most of the way, and then they come back. You had that last possession where you decided to go for it instead of kicking the field goal, and you come up short and you hand them the ball over. Would you like that decision over again, or?
Yeah, you know, it was one of those plays that we thought we had. Obviously, we kick a field goal. We put them in a situation that we're up by 5. We wanted to try to obviously score and try to put the game away, but the defense, obviously gave us an opportunity to get the ball back there at the end, and that kickoff return set it all up. So just a phenomenal job, and these fans are going crazy.
They are going crazy, and I was going crazy on that Trey Dudley return, but this game just, again, you led most of the way, but the Gladiators just never would go away.
They're a good football team, and obviously there's a reason why, and their record doesn't dictate how good they actually are, and we knew we were going to have our hands full, and Portier played a great game, and Bray, their running back, had a phenomenal game. We knew it was coming, and we just were able to get just enough stops to pull it out.
And, Coach, besides the exciting final seconds of this game, overall, how did you think your team just played from start to finish?
Heart. They had heart, and they played their butts off.
5-0, perfect, undefeated here at home. This is a special place for you now?
Oh, this is always special. I love Dodge City, and I love these fans.
And next week you go back on the road, same team. You expect more of the same?
Yeah, we've got a bye week, and then we got Texas at home, and then we go back to their place. So I'm sure we go back there in 3 weeks. It'll be a tough game as well.
Well, Coach, congratulations. And the Dodge City Law come with a big win, and celebrate it, man.
Oh, man, I need to sleep and get some rest.
You may have one of those EMS people check you out.
That's right. Thank you very much.
All right, Coach Sean Ponder, thank you very much. As the Dodge City Law pulling off a incredible 65-62 victory over the Duke City Gladiators. And again, to recap how it all came to a conclusion, Duke City scoring the go-ahead touchdown with 16 seconds, 62-57. That made the score look like Dodge City was not going to win this game, except on the ensuing kickoff, a squib kickoff right up the middle. Trey Dudley took it all the way back for the touchdown. Dodge City converted a 2-point conversion and then held on to win it 65-62. And again, the Dodge City Law undefeated here at home this year, 5-0, 8-2 overall, and still maintaining a great season here in 2017. The Dodge City Law winning it over the Duke City Gladiators in exciting fashion. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I'm Leon Liebel, along with my producer-director, Mike Nelson, and a terrific staff here at United Wireless Arena. Again, the Dodge City Law over Duke City, 65-62. That's going to do it for us. Have a good night, everybody.